Alright guys, I'm back. I have to say, this map does get a lot more intense on the third wave. I actually died. And unfortunately, that means this live comm session is not going to be my first live comm session where I play a bunch of maps and I don't die. So yep, I have one death so far. Once the Hell Knights really start to come out, things get really scary. And not only that, I kind of realized the darkness is actually really impactful on the gameplay. You can barely see the pinkies, and they can just easily get a sneak up on you. And not only that, sometimes there's random lost souls that attack you out of nowhere. So what that means is, I recommend you to use the quad damage right there when you see like a bunch of Hell Knights. I have to say, I think this map has gone a bit too far so far. So far. I hope it has like an ending. Alright, good. So there's basically 3 waves of this map. The first 2, I thought they were pretty much piss easy. The third one does start to get pretty challenging. Once you get like around the 2 to 3 minute mark, it's definitely going to be really crazy around there. And yeah, so here are my thoughts on this map. I have to say, I'm really glad that I did kind of like, play a bit more of this map, because it did kind of give me a pretty bad first impression. But there are some really cool ideas that this map has. To be honest, what is it? If I didn't finish this map, I don't think I would have voted up or voted down. But the thing with this map is, I just feel like the custom geo could have been a bit more interesting. It feels like the city is still kind of like in the rough draft type of way. Like it feels very empty. Like there could be more decoration to it. I do feel like you should let the players have more than 2 weapons. It's pretty frustrating that I only get 2 weapons. And not only that, that darkness was actually really annoying when I was trying to like get the super shotgun, because I can't see crap since it's so dark. And not only that, it's very hard to like pick up the weapons, especially when you're being chased by a bunch of Hell Knights and Revenants and all of that stuff. But I did like how the map did start to get a lot more challenging, and I did kind of see what this author was trying to do with the whole darkness thing. And I do feel like the item placements seem pretty reasonable too. They're all kind of like placed all over the map, so it does kind of encourage you to explore. I actually did find a regen somewhere when I was getting close to death. Unfortunately, I didn't like pick it up for some reason. I should have done that. That could have probably prevented me from dying. What else can I say about this map? I do feel like there needs to be like a better balance between like the player and the demons. Like, you're way too overpowered at the beginning of the map, and I feel like this just gives you a really bad first impression, especially for players like me who are good, who's good at the game and all that stuff, because I know like which guns I'm gonna like obviously pick. Like the rocket launcher is pretty much the heaven, it's pretty much that go-to gun when it comes to survival maps, so why wouldn't I pick that up? And I do think it's pretty frustrating that there's no like respawnable weapons too, so you're forcing players to like pick up other guns that they don't want to use. Like, that's not fun. Alright, so what else I could critique here? I think that's pretty much it. I do think this map is very basic. It is like, passable. It is fun. It's definitely nowhere near as good as my city survival, nor is it like as balanced or polished. But I do like playing other like survival maps too, and there are survival maps where I'm like, wow, I like this map because it has such a cool idea, or wow, like I like this design right here, and I see what like the author is doing to try to like create their survival experience feel like a survival experience. This map did not feel like a survival experience until like that last 2 minutes or 3 minutes of the last wave. That's where I actually started to feel like, okay, this is where the map is actually getting challenging here. But at the same time, I do wish players can carry, all weapons and, Not having respawnable weapons is also frustrating too, because what happens if you're stuck using weapons that you don't like. And not only that, in Doom or a lot of first person shooters in general, there are weapons that are vastly superior to other weapons. So what that means is if the other player picks up the crappier weapon, they're not going to be able to kill enemies as effectively compared to the players that picks up the good weapons. But yeah, overall, this is City Survival by Pilot ES6999. I think the map, it's decent, it's passable. I feel like this is kind of like a map that you would play if you're really bored of playing like the good survival maps of SnapMaps. And yeah, this is by far the end of the session. I hope you guys enjoyed this live com session. I will try to do, more of it in the future because I am taking a break from mapping. I'm just getting really burnt out on mapping. I've been working so hard on Secluded, and I just really want to play some snap maps and just, play other people's maps, And yeah, stay tuned for more snap map content, people. Thank you for watching.